Quackery up and running. Sorry about that, guys. My internet's actually fine. It's my internet stick that is crapping out all the time. So it cut the internet connection, which is great. I do have another one, but I haven't set it up. So that's why it died. That's what happened. Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. We're asking about what is lacing and how it happens. To the best of my knowledge, I don't remember the whole, I guess, explanation of it, but it has something to do with the proteins and surface tension and one other factor that keeps the bubbles, the head of forming and then like just sticking and head retention. I forget exactly what's going on, Hugh. I'm back because my internet took a shit on me, which is great. I'm almost done the beer too. It was the Dark Moor from Kelburn Brewing Co. Interesting stuff. I like the toffee. I like the nuttiness. A little bit of ironiness didn't hurt anybody. And a nice, what was it? Raisins and dates. Pretty cool stuff. Cheers on the final sip. It's down the hatch. It was good. It's an old ale apparently. It's the closest that I can describe it to is a low carbonated brown ale minus some chocolatey notes and lower nuttiness, but throw in some darker fruit notes. That's how I'd describe it. Solid beer. Interesting stuff. I don't know what to give it. Solid 8.2. Yeah, it was pretty good. The presentation of it kind of subpar. I don't like the can design. You got a nice information about or description. About the brewery, about the beer itself. I don't know if that'd be my thing. It really was. The low carbonation wasn't as weird. It actually worked for the flavors of the beer. It was it's a little sweeter, but not overly sweet. It just worked. Description of the beer, the brewery is nice. Nice best before date. It looks like shit, and the website really looks pretty subpar. Presentation solid, 7 out of 10. I'm gonna go wash my glass and grab another beer because I'm thirsty and I need one. And Hugh, you better be drinking too. We've had a hell of a day, hell of a week. Jesus. For the beer. I just picked up some cool beer because it's cheap for a 4-pack of these. Gotta get one, Hugh. Definitely gotta get a brew. Cool beer at your local LCBO. 355 ml cans, 4-pack for $6 flat. You can't go wrong. Though I wish it was Sports Hall Boys for $6. $6. Easy buy and easy to drink and great stuff anyway. So cheers. Oh, beer's amazing. After a long day, in the middle of a long day, before a long day, anytime really, it works beautifully well. Beautifully well. And if anybody's wondering what this big bottle is over here, it's not homebrew. It's actually wine. It's actually a Rowan Berry wine that me and my friend Richmond made up last August, and I think it was just about now or just in like late November, where it was like, this is the final product. Like it's aged. You're good to go. You're good to drink it. I'm waiting to use the chemistry lab to figure out the ABV on that bad boy there. But I'm going to tell you right now, that thing is, it's extremely, extremely bitter of a drink. Rolling berries are these tiny little, like pea-sized, reddish orange little berries off of a giant tree, and they're the poison. The berries are actually poisonous in mass quantities for humans to eat. But if you boil the berries, then you can then they become safe to eat, because him and his mom, I think he said they usually make jam out of it. But he found a recipe to make wine, so we made a wine, and we added Welch's white grape juice to it, some orange zest, and fermented it, did all that, aged it in bottles for about a year, and then it's turned out, and it's, I don't know how potent it is, because usually we don't wait to see how it is, so we just have another drink after we're done it. But the flavor on it is extremely, extremely bitter, almost reminiscent of like chemically, but there's no chemicals. It's fine. It's perfectly safe to drink. It's just the berries are so damn bitter. Plus, we didn't pick the berries when they were optimally ripe. Apparently, we were a little early on that, so probably a little different flavor change there. But hey, this is the it's a big bottle. It's a big 650 ml bottle. Hi, thanks for focusing. It's got one of those pop tops, and these things are under a lot of pressure. I pop this, I'm losing a good bit of volume out of this here, so almost like a bomb, but not, because it's I'm just gonna put this back down. Handle with care. Tons of pressure in that bad boy there, but I'm gonna check the ABV hopefully on Thursday. I was supposed to check the ABV today, but I'm going on record, I've been put on the internet, that as a class we were given lab time on Tuesdays between 8:30 and 10:30. I show up to the lab at about 9 o'clock, and no one's home. So I couldn't do any of my sciencey stuffs. I couldn't check the ABV. So everything got pushed, and I just do not have the time. So kind of bummed about that. But it goes along with the rest of the year. Yeah, today I went there at 9 a.m. and pitch black, no one's home. So I'm thinking, well, that's a typical Niagara College experience, or at least this semester. Canvas original and good lot with big head. It's a little wavy, man. How wavy are you right now? But thank you for the brews. He was gifting me beers, guys. That's awesome. So there's definitely going to be reviews on those for sure. Excuse me. I know, right, Shane? Shane, thank you for the Snapchat. Yeah, we fought for that shit. We fought so hard, and nothing. Fucking nothing. It was open last week, and nothing. Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. You had a great question. Was that the one about lacing? Yeah, I got cut off because of internet. I was saying how head retention and like beer foam is there's like three main factors. It's surface tension, proteins, and one other thing. I don't remember that third thing, but a combination of those help create the size of the bubbles, and then also how long those bubbles will last. like how how long their, I guess, lifespan is in a sense. So I'm sorry I don't remember all of it, but I know there's those factors or at least two of those factors that take into account of how long the bubbles last and how big and like the size of them are. Um, I wish I remembered more, but I'm not a perfect person. But yeah, protein, surface tension, and I'm pretty sure just like one other major thing. um, yeah, lab wasn't open today. I'm gonna push everything for Thursday. Tomorrow's a big day. Should be canning and kegging and my beer because I really don't have any other time to do it. Also, the bubbles are as nitrogen is smaller. Yeah, nitrogen bubbles are a hell of a lot smaller. That's why that head looks so damn creamy. I always like that. I remember the first time I had a nitrogen beer. I didn't realize they were, in a sense, flat. This what really took me by surprise, and kind of tripped me out a little bit. I'm just like, the fuck happened? Is this beer bad? Did something go wrong? But this was years ago before, before all of this. So they just got a really nice looking head on them. Lagers, they don't really tend to stick around too long. The head on them. Some IPAs do, like you've seen. I think I posted one. It's from the brown ale the other day, where the head was massive, and then it even just started growing over top the glass. Sometimes that happens. That I don't know why. That doesn't usually happen, but sometimes it does. Also, the faster you pour and the more aggressive you pour, the more bubbles you get, but that's just because of science and more speed and ferocity than what should be naturally occurring. But yeah, even if you agitate, you get a little bit more because it's just releasing a lot more of the CO2 in there. And then it just, dissipates over time. God damn. It's been a long day, guys. Hugh and Shane, who are watching, they definitely know how long the day is. This brewery sizing thing is a shit show because we have a ton of information. But we're having to, in a sense, work backwards on a lot of things, and we don't have the backwards step process. So it's a lot of going back to like old school math, like was it geometry and shit, right? Where you have a shape and you're trying to find area, or like height, width, and radius and shit, and you're just like, oh my god, what is this? I feel like I'm in grade like elementary school. Remember where you would get the you'd have to cut out like all the sides to a cube, and then you have to make the cube, and then usually they'd have you build something. I remember grade 7 we had to build a castle out of those, make your own cubes with flimsy pieces of paper that, never stuck together because the tape was always shit. And glue wouldn't work because it just got everything messy. I hated that. Remember, I had a project when I was in grade, that same one, the castle one. I was stuck with these two girls that just didn't do jack shit all the time, and they went shopping, and I was left to do this thing. And I wasn't good with making shit. I'm not an artsy person, so I kind of 12-year-old me waited to the last second to tell my parents about it, and I went to bed. I got lucky. I could say I went to bed because I was just useless, and they built the castle for me. But fuck geometry, man. That's just annoying. But hey, it comes back to haunt you. Math will always come back to haunt you somewhere down the line. It's like something that just hides in the bushes your whole life, and then one day it pops out and it scares the shit out of you, and you really just pray you kind of remember some shit. That it can be hard if you're not in practice. Oh, what a time! What a time to be alive. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm exhausted. this beer's definitely getting me through a little bit, but beer gets me tired after a while, um, depending on the day. But just think, 3 more days of hell, and then next week should be very easy. My parents haven't changed my man. Some of this stuff they just threw their hands up, same, and they're just like, nope, don't know it. Ask your teacher. Ask somebody who's smarter. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's all I can do. Well, because like education now is so much different from when they were in school, and I bet we're gonna have the same exact problem with our kids down the line. They're gonna have stuff, and then fuck. I know we have projects due next week. What do we have? Fuck. We got what, 2 or 3 assignments, and then midterms. No, we. I don't know, man. Fuck. Fuck. I get 2 more weeks, or the week and a half of hell left. And we get 3 weeks off, and it's Christmas, and it's good times. Even with COVID, we're gonna make the most of it. Apparently, Blue Mountain's open. Ski Hill should be open. So if you go skiing, you do snowboarding. Snowboarding's better, just for the record. Go out, go have some fun. Get all the shit off your mind. Just have a blast in the snow. Hopefully it snows, but like not too much where it's just a pain in the ass every day. But just a nice dusting. Enough to enjoy the slopes, enjoy some outdoor activities. And bring a beer, hang out with an immediate family, maybe one other friend outside. That's fine. No one needs a house party. You don't want to clean your house now. It's winter. It's bad cleaning your house. What the hell is this? Oh my god. Thanks, Shane. Thanks for reminding me all the shit. Holy Jesus. Recipe sheet. What's the recipe sheet? What's the recipe sheet? Fuck. I'm gonna hide that for a little bit. Shane, stop stressing me out, man. I have the whole list of everything that needs to be done. Goddamn. I'm praying for a time machine to just shoot me forward maybe like a week and a half when everything's done. And, all that problem is just, time machine, Nikolai, and get it done. But sadly not. Sadly not. We're going to have, guys, we can get through it. Only in the brewing program. Everybody else who's not in this program or, in school at the moment, you lucky bastards, between going to college and like college life versus going to work every day, I'd rather go to work every day, because once you're done for the day. Dropped me a few weeks ago. So yeah, exactly, right? Jesus. A lot of this stuff you had to wait, or some of it at least. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't get why we procrastinate so much. Yeah, maybe it's a life lesson for next semester. But I swear to God, we're gonna have the same conversation when it's coming up like next midterms. We're gonna look at each other and we're gonna be like, why didn't we start earlier? Should have started earlier. But we don't. Or at least I don't. Because that's just how it is sometimes. But oh well. We'll learn maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Let's not name drop. Just for the record, let's not name drop. I don't think that the comments continue. What was I saying? something about, oh yeah, lessons. Yeah, don't. Uh, yeah, it's just bad. It's just really bad timing. This semester was such a. It had a lot more hurdles and disruptances um, than usual, and I think just it's just planning on the college's part, and I think there has to be a lot more communication between colleagues in the same department to actually not bombard us with a bunch of shit all at once, um, and sort of just get a better understanding of how each assignment's going to be thrown at us, kind of thing. Uh, yeah, I guess I don't know. It sounds more logistical, but there's got to be an easier way for us to get this shit done. So who knows? Anyway, guys, I'm fucking exhausted. Um, I'm gonna go take off and just binge watch some Netflix. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy because it's a pretty good show. Not gonna lie, I used to watch it with my mom, and I don't know when shit gets stressful, it's just like fuck. I want to feel like I'm back home and everything's fine. So that's the stupid shit I do. With that said, cheers, everybody. I'm just gonna go relax. I hope you guys have a good rest of your nights. I will see you tomorrow sometime, probably around the same time because by like 9 o'clock I can't do any more schoolwork. My brain's just like going crazy, so I need to look at it with fresh eyes. So yeah, with all that said, guys, that's gonna do it for me, mate Brewski. And like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. See you tomorrow.